So we looked at what are the key focus areas or sort of the key issue areas within the community that we need to develop sort of strategies and plans around in order to achieve this vision of success and sustainability for Whistler. And we pulled together task forces for each strategy. And of community members, so altogether about 140 people. It continues to trickle out, I think, from there. So it's sort of broadened, and it keeps on broadening through the conversations that people are having. You now have our Whistler 2020 task forces, which are made up of, yes, RMOW staff representatives, but now you have community members on those task forces. So if you're asking, say, about materials and solid waste, you now have experts in the community saying these are priority actions for not only the RMOW but our partner organizations. So maybe Whistler Blackcomb, or maybe AWARE, or maybe the Bear Smart Society around materials and solid waste. So the community giving direction to these big organizations and saying, like, these are the important things that we need to work on. So out of Whistler 2020 relating to waste, batteries, household batteries, have now since been added as a component of our recycling program.
A paradigm shift in the community influences daily decision-making as the citizens keep municipal council on task. Community awareness ripples outward, so that even visitors become aware how Whistler thinks about sustainability.
A lot of people that ski and recreate in our mountains here are actually key influencers in their own communities and in the industries that they work in. And again, we have such a tremendous opportunity, particularly when they are in our alpine areas and they're staring at a glacier. And what a great opportunity to tell them that glaciers are the most sensitive ecosystem to temperature change. They're nature's thermometer. So there, right in their eyes, is global warming.
This building, Beaver Flats, was built in 2000. We had the first tenants occupied in 2001. There's 57 apartment units in here. They're all studio, one bedrooms. It's a very popular building. We have very little turnover, very low vacancy rates, less than 1% throughout the year. The building is all heated and cooled with geothermal technology.
These are the heat pumps here. So the water is pulled out of the ground and it flows through the heat pumps. It's stored in the two larger tanks over here.
We've won awards for the environmental technologies in this building, as well as local public-private partnerships. It's very leading edge. We have a lot of the other resort communities wanting to know what we're doing and wanting to know what the next step is.
My name's Tony. I'm one of the owners of Slopeside Supply in Whistler, and we're a local wholesale restaurant and hotel supply company. And we sort of thought that the best way that we could make a difference was educating our customers. So there's 400 or 500 customers in town. This product here it's 100% post-consumer waste toilet paper. It's made from tax returns. It's cheaper than the 100% virgin fiber paper that we used to sell 5 years ago. So there's a real big success story. People just would be like, send me garbage bags. Now they're calling saying, oh, do you guys have the recycled ones? Oh, can we get the biodegradable ones? So what's gonna happen with sustainability is a whole bunch of small things are gonna add up to make a really big end result. And I think that's great. And you know, if we can make Slopeside Supply more sustainable and make our customers more sustainable within Whistler, that's great. Our footprint of what we cause as 7 people with 3 trucks and a warehouse where we don't turn the heat or lights on, that in the big scheme of things isn't going to make much difference. But if all of a sudden everyone in Function Junction tries to start thinking, hey, I'm not going to turn my lights on either, or I'm going to get daylighting, you know, maybe then all of a sudden if everyone in Whistler does, that starts to make a local difference.
We have this incredible piece of ancient coastal temperate rainforest that's been here untouched since the end of the last ice age. And it seemed crazy that people would come to the village, visit, ski, shop, but never get to experience the incredible nature just outside the village. or learn all of the incredible things that are happening from a sustainability standpoint within the village. The challenge is you can't get people to sign up for a 3-hour sustainability lecture when they're on vacation. So we incorporated Zip Trek because it's a lot of fun and gets people out. We also really do live by the principles of the natural step. And it incorporates everything we do. We drove up here in a hybrid vehicle, part of us trying to conform with Condition 1 and work towards that. It's just really nice to be in a business like this. You feel good about coming to work in the morning. We feel good about everything we do out here, and all of our staff and customers are thrilled. They find it very fulfilling and rewarding to be out here teaching these concepts to our visitors, and it's completely elevated the level of job satisfaction amongst our staff.
The natural step is a huge part of our curriculum every day. So every day we have tourists coming through here. We show them around this forest and basically how we can all work towards sustainability.
So now that I've mentioned sustainability, kind of our theme today at Zip Trek, and here at Zip Trek we define it as living within the capacity of the planet to support life. If you take a look at this graph, it's called the funnel. And those two lines are trying to meet in the middle.
We have an amazing course out here. Everything's man-powered. The majority of our guests are very pleased that they got that education. They're pleased with the zipping and just the whole experience.
Like any community, Whistler has not yet reached sustainability, but it has been able to consciously recognize its challenges in working toward it.
More and more it's starting to become a journey of hope in that we can actually make a difference both within our small town and beyond, maybe to other communities around the world.
The key was get the early adopters, consult with the community. Is this something that they are willing to go? Because you have to have leadership. You have to have your mayor, you have to have some really senior people who are willing to step outside a little bit the traditional and say, I'm willing to, bet my whole term of office and my next one and my next one that I believe sincerely in this. Ultimately, it'll look great in 20 years. And sometimes people don't want to go there, but politicians, that's leadership. You've got to be able to think the next generation or two ahead.
We'd like to see this integrated and ingrained in our community of people here by actually believing, seeing the benefits for the environment or for social or for business. And so when that starts to happen and people can see that, they make the connection, they believe in it, and they will continue to do it. Slower than I would like to think, but I think it's real when it happens, and so that's important. So it'll be here long past me.
I applaud those that will take the challenge. It's exciting, it's fun, and I think it's incredibly rewarding, because I think it'll be rewarding in every aspect, whether it's business, social, community, all those. It is the right way. There's no doubt about it.